Jasmine here from How to Electronics. This is a kit box sent to me by MakerFabs all the way from Shenzhen, China. This is basically a Raspberry Pi Pico primer kit. This kit can be used by students or beginners who want to sharpen their minds with the knowledge of Raspberry Pi Pico as well as MicroPython. The box contains a Raspberry Pi Pico controller with an expansion board. Along with this board, there are some sensors and modules like servo, slide potentiometer, DSD11 sensor, relay, MPU 6050, ESP8266, and HCSR04. The board also has a 1.44-inch TFT LCD display. So in this tutorial, we will learn about the 10 basic projects like testing the TFT LCD display and controlling the LED with the onboard push button. Apart from this, we will interface MPU 6050 IMU sensor and also the DSD11 temperature and humidity sensor. We will do the controlling of the servo motor as well as the relay module. The HCSR04 sensor can be used to measure ultrasonic distance, and a potentiometer can be used to learn about the ADC voltage. The Raspberry Pi Pico can be connected with the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module to retrieve the weather data from Open Weather Map. So there is a lot more stuff to learn. So why waste time? Let's directly begin with the tutorial. This video is sponsored by my favorite PCB manufacturer company called NextPCB. They offer PCB board and PCB assembly services at the lowest affordable price. You can get trial PCB, 2-layer PCB and 4-layer PCB with free PCB assembly shipping services up to a fast lead time of 24 hours. All you need to do is visit nextpcb.com and upload the Gerber file. Select PCB quantity, color, material type and other details. Then place an order. You will get the high quality PCB within 48 hours. Welcome back again. This is the Pico Primer Kit box. MakerFabs has prepared the Pico Starter Kit as the first toolkit that is compatible with the Raspberry Pi official guidebook. Besides, MakerFabs also prepared this primer kit for starters to learn more. Let me unbox and show you what is inside this box. Inside the box, there are so many sensors and actuators. Let me remove this part as well. So here is the main kit. This is a Raspberry Pi Pico with an expansion box. This is the main board for all the applications. As you can see, the Raspberry Pi Pico with RP2040 microcontroller is embedded on the PCB board. This is the 1.44-inch TFT LCD display with ST7735 driver. This is the 5-volt passive buzzer. On this corner, you can see 3 push buttons digitally interfaced along with the 3 different colored LEDs. There are 6 connectors with 4 ports which has UART, I2C, analog and digital interface. The connectors are named CN1, CN2, CN3 up to CN6. The board comes with pre-installed MicroPython bootloader. Alright, let's check some other components that come with the box. There is a slide potentiometer. It is a variable linear potentiometer. You can slide the knob to change the resistance. The box also has DSD11 humidity and temperature sensor to measure the weather parameters. This is an MPU 6050 IMU sensor that is basically used for measuring accelerometer and gyroscope value. We also got an ESP826612S board that can connect to a Wi-Fi network and send or receive data to and from the server. This is the 3-volt DC relay that can be used to control the AC applications. The ultrasonic sensor HCSR04 can be used to measure the ultrasonic distance up to 400 centimeters and thus used as a rangefinder. This is an SG90 microservo motor that can rotate in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions from 0 to 180 degrees. It also has some gears that can be attached to the top. We've got 3-4 samples of connecting wires made in 4 pairs. This is similar to the groove connector. If you want to purchase this Pico Primer Kit, then you can visit the official link of MakerFabs. The board costs around $34.80 only. MakerFabs are the official manufacturer and distributors of the board. All the documentation, parts and products detail can be found on the same page. Now let's move to the programming part. The board already has a MicroPython bootloader installed on it, so we will use Thorny IDE to program the board. Here are a total 9 different codes for 9 different projects. We will see each of the codes and do all 9 projects. Alright, there are also 5 libraries that we need to be uploaded or saved in the Raspberry Pi Pico board. So with the help of Thorny IDE, first save all these libraries to the Pico board. To do that, connect the micro USB cable to the Raspberry Pi Pico board and also connect the other end of the cable to the computer. The LCD screen will be blank as no program is run currently. Let's do the first project now. It's basically a display test. This is the test code for the ST7735TFT LCD display. Copy the code and paste it to the Thorny IDE code editor. Run the code now. Once you run the code, the LCD screen will display the red, blue and green colors. See this demo as it works very fine for me. Let's move to the first project now. It's basically controlling the LED with the help of push button. The pair of codes is here. The buzzer is connected to 4 pin and LEDs to 18, 19, 20. Similarly, the push button is connected to pins 2, 3 and 22. Run both the code. Now you can see the LCD screen is displaying the button and LED status. Press the different push button to turn on and off the LED. As a second project, we will be looking at the MPU6050 gyroscope accelerometer sensor. As this sensor works on I2C protocol, so connect the sensor to the CN3 port. This is the test code. As soon as you run the test code, the shell window starts displaying the X, Y and Z values of the accelerometer. Now run the other script for TFT display. The TFT display will show the circle. Rotate the MPU6050 module in different directions. The circle displayed on the screen will change position accordingly. The third project is related to analog sensing. For this, we will use the potentiometer. Connect the slide potentiometer to CN5. The potentiometer can be used to read the output analog voltage. This is the basic code as we are converting the rescaled 12-bit value to the analog output voltage. Run the code now and then slide the potentiometer. The LCD will see the progress bar along with the output voltage display. The fourth project is based on ESP826612S module. As this is a UART module, so connect the module to CN1. The module will connect to the Open Weather Map server and retrieve the weather data. This is JSON payload data for retrieving data from server. In the weather.py file, change the API key from the Open Weather Map. Slide down and you will see the Wi-Fi SSID and password. Change the Wi-Fi SSID and password from here. Now run both of the codes, so you will see all the status displaying on Python shell window. The series of 80 commands get activated. The API from Open Weather Map is not stable. Please try more and pay attention to the serial port information. In my case, I was not able to get the weather data, but you can try. Good luck. This is the image from MakerFab's official guide for this demo. The fifth project is the simple one. We will be using DHT11 humidity and temperature sensor to read the weather data. Connect the DHT11 sensor to CN6 pin. From the Thorny tab, run the simple test code. The shell window will display the temperature humidity values. Similarly, run the project code as well. The TFT LCD screen will immediately display the temperature and humidity values. As a sixth project, let's build an ultrasonic rangefinder. For this, we will connect the ultrasonic sensor HCSR04 to CN6. Here is the test code. You can run the code to get the distance displayed on Python shell. Apart from this, if you upload the other project code, the distance can be displayed on TFT LCD screen. To check the working of the sensor, move your hand far away from the sensor or bring it near to it. The display will display the obstacle distance. The seventh project is the combined project made using a 3-volt relay module as an SG90 servo motor. This is the relay with 3-volt logic level connected to the CN5. Similarly, this is the SG90 servo motor connected to the CN6. Technically, the servo and relay are connected to GPIO 16 and 26 pins. There are two codes for this. You can first run the test code to control the relay and servo. The second code will display the status of the TFT LCD screen. Now on the board, use the three different buttons to control the relay and servo. Button 1 will rotate the servo to 0 degrees and button 2 will rotate it to 90 degrees. Similarly, button 3 will turn on and turn off the relay. This is the final project as the 8th project made using WS2812B RGB LED strip. This kit does not have the LCD strip initially, but when you purchase it new, you will get the strip now. This is simple code for controlling the LED strip and activating various colors. Run the code now. As soon as the code runs, the LED strips changes color as green, blue and red. Even the color name can be seen on the LCD screen. That's all from the project part. The details of the Pico Primer kit along with the source code demo and all the necessary setup has been explained in How to Electronics website article. You can visit the website for more info. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel.